G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So for today's video we're revisiting 3 potential team builds that you could be rocking the TEQ Vegito on. So he's just dropped back again with the Omega Shenron banner. Is still one of the absolute kings of this game. So hopefully you've been able to get him and potentially dupes of him. As you can see, I've got the Rainbow Star on him now. But the first team we've got here is what I'm calling probably the best team in the game at the moment. Led by the TEQ Vegito. We've got the STR Blue Goku and Vegeta, the TEQ Gods, the new AGL Gogeta, AGL Super Saiyan 3/4 Goku, and then the physical Super Saiyan 4s. I might come back to this because I think it's just going to be a fun team to run. So we'll talk about that one a little bit further. And then for the next 2 team builds that I showcase here, we can use a lot of these units. I'm just trying to offer a bit of diversity and variety in terms of the units that I showcase to you guys. But obviously you can bring any of these guys across into this team as well. So the next team we've got here, I actually forgot to add him on. Whoops, we'll quickly chuck him in now. I don't know how I've done that. What a fool. But it is the AGL Gogeta team here. So with AGL Gogeta as our lead, we've got the TEQ Goku, Grade 8 Vegeta, the TEQ Gotenks, physical Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, and then the Path to Power Kid Goku. So for this one here, I'd be running rotations of the TEQ Grade 8 Vegeta alongside one of the AGL Gogeta leads, and then the other rotation, I'd probably just utilize TEQ Gotenks in slot 1 with the AGL, with the TEQ Vegito Goku unit, whatever you want to call him, to start off, and then I'd get you and you on rotation together. Have this guy sit in the TEQ Vegeta form. He gets the damage reduction and guard in slot 1, and then you can just either go between the Goku and Vegeta, go into the fusions, and realistically that's a big wing button. That's then going to let you float the TEQ Gotenks, who isn't, I've spoken about him a million times, but you got the all changing, the big time defense, the counter, just a bunch of good stuff. Physical Vegito Blue, he's got the awesome ability to counter. He's got good defense, damage reduction, and orb changing support. He does literally everything. And then I've thrown in the physical Path to Power Kid Goku as well, just because I love his damage reduction support. It's so valuable to a lot of these teams. And then the final team we've got here is the STR Blues. So for this one, having 2 STR Blues on a team is really, really OP. So yeah, we'd definitely enjoy having that. We got the TEQ Vegito, obviously, STR Rose, physical Blue Vegito, the TEQ Gods, and then the TEQ Vegito Blue, while he does have his boost up at the moment. So for this one, it'd be an STR Blues on each rotation. One of those with the Vegito, with the Rose, and then the other with the TEQ Gods. What you may notice is I am finding myself floating the TEQ Vegito quite regularly these days. Not to say that you can't run him on rotation, but I think there's just other preset rotations like this that I do prefer to run instead. So on this one, we are going to run an AGL Gogeta as our friend lead, and I think that just gives us a bit of extra versatility in terms of our support later on in the fight when we are able to get those transformations off. So we're going to be taking on Vegeta here, and look at that. We're going to get we're going to get TEQ Vegito to stay on rotation early on anyway. So what we'll do is we'll grab that one into that, yeah, that's as high as it can get there. So my plans for this team here is to rock the STR Goku Vegeta in slot 1 and get the TEQ Gods alongside them. If you've been watching the content throughout this celebration, I've spoken about it a billion times. That is just one of the absolute most powerful rotations in the game at the moment. the STR Blues' ability to sit in slot 1. They've got the dodge, the damage reduction, as well as their super attack effect that does boost the defense of the rest of the units on rotation. It is just, yeah, so powerful. It's hard to ignore. So we'll be utilizing that one there. As I said before, I will be floating TEQ Goku or TEQ Vegito, whatever you want to call them. I think it does add a lot of value in that role, and it's good because it's not like festivals here where we have to keep him on rotation to keep him stacking away. Like the extra attack stacks here are really handy, but they're not like hinging on us getting the win. So the fact that we keep him on rotation for this first one here, great. He gets a bit of extra juice. We're floating off the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta here. That is because I want to get him next to the physical Super Saiyan 4s on the next rotation. There they will share these full 7 out of 7 links, and you'll see that just like the STR Blues and God rotation, that is just an absolutely dominating force of a rotation as well. So yeah, this team has just got really preset rotations that are so powerful that it does make locking stages even more annoying. But the other handy thing is that you look at the volume of slot 1 units that we can utilize here. We've got the first turn of the 7th anniversary LRs. They got the 77% damage reduction guard, dominant force. Blue Goku and Vegeta, dominant force in slot 1. AGL Gogeta, dominant force. So there's really, it makes getting through a lot of these runs so much easier. What we'll do is, dang, that didn't really drop them how I was hoping it would. We've got so many tech key spheres there. So here, this is what I was talking about. We're getting supered, and we don't have Gogeta on rotation like we wanted. Guess what? Doesn't matter, because we've got this big first turn of damage reduction. So here, the physical Super Saiyan 4s, they're going to fire off a number of super attacks. Not ideal key situation. Would have much rather gotten them a lot more key, but sort of is what it is on that front, unfortunately. And it's funny that this is a TEQ Vegito sort of showcase, yet I have barely talked about him whatsoever. But anyways, that's fine. So what we'll be doing is just getting him deeper in the fight, give him a few more attack stacks, and then we'll pop his active skill, throw him maybe in slot 1. I'm not sure how we'll sort of... I still do prefer him as a floater, so we might even just keep him in that role even when we do pop the active skill. The thing with the active skill though is you got a really good opportunity with all the targets if you get your super attacks off early on. So you raise your attack even higher. You can just do some really, really insane amounts of damage. Thanks. Great chance. That failed us. So the hidden potential. But that's cool. That's fine. What we'll do is we'll grab that into that to get us to 24 key. And the other handy thing with Goku here is, as you can see there, just 3 key spheres, not the same type or anything, and we're easily at 20 key. So that's a big W there. The Blues, they're just going to continue to fire off their solid damage here. 32 milli is nothing to shake a hat at. Forgot how long this fight goes for. I've recorded quite a few videos today, so my voice is actually getting sore. I don't know how Truth does this all day. I will say though, I do work a job though, so I do have to talk at a job. So that's more extra talking that I have to deal with. But the fact that Truth records so many videos, streams so much, like, yeah, he must have a trained voice box. So Kapow, firing off a bunch of supers. This is taking forever though. I'm almost tempted to just skip ahead for you guys and come back when we are a bit deeper into the fight and closer to getting our finishes. I guess I did talk quite a lot at the start in terms of teams that we were running. So bang, I should have picked a fight where we do that doesn't go for as long. But anyways, next rotation we'll be able to do some serious damage here. So bang, we've got 24 milli. Again, each of these are going to provide an attack stack for us, and then we will, yeah, that'll just juice us up even further when we get closer to Vegito. Compare. I guess this is Vegito's showcase, so I don't necessarily need to really show you the middle parts of this battle. So bang. Cool. And then double digits. And guess what? Double digits. Cool. So what I'll do now is, yeah, I'll skip ahead till we get deeper into the fight for you guys. So here we are, guys. I have skipped ahead. I've probably skipped a little bit too far ahead, if I'm being really honest. But here we are. We've got another turn. We're going to be going into Vegito. And just because we are so close to the end of the battle, obviously I'm going to leave him in slot 1. This Int Vegeta has had a ton of opportunity to build up his attack. So it could be a little bit dicey us throwing... well, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure what the stats are going to look like for this Vegeta when he is fully built up. If we were going to play it smart, you'd just play the blue Goku in slot 1. But we're rocking with Vegito. We've popped the active skill, so he's got the extra damage reduction here. And 32. Wow, I should not have been worried whatsoever. So yeah, I would have liked to have left this Vegeta a little bit of extra HP than what we did, just so we could see the counters in full effect here. But that's why we slid Vegeta across into slot 1. So bang, he can get off all of his supers early on. That's going to boost up the damage on his counters even further. So compare, and let's see what we can get here. So 8.7. Yeah, I feel like I didn't. As we were floating him, it did mean that he didn't get off as many stacks as you would usually expect with Vegito. Yeah, and I mean, you could easily run him on rotation here, push the TEQ Gods off as one of your floaters, and then just leave this guy next to the STR Blues. Next to the Blues, they're going to be getting the extra defense from the super attack effect, which is really OP. And yeah, it didn't really showcase too much from Vegito here, but you get the point. The team is insanely busted. So yeah, easy dubs in the chat. I will say, while I was going through those extra phases there that I didn't show you guys, I was off doing all different arrays of things. So when you look at this time, know that it was definitely no attempt at a speed run here. But let me know your thoughts on the 3 teams down below. Again, I think this team is absolutely phenomenal for you to roll the TEQ Vegito on. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.